A banker has found your address through your bank account. They will wait near your house for. My beloved child, stay still and listen carefully. Something has been happening behind the scenes, and you were never meant to know about it this early. But tonight, the veil is thinning, and a truth connected to your name, your bank account, and your destiny is about to be revealed. Don't skip this moment. What's coming next isn't random, it's been tracking you silently through every transaction, every signature, every forgotten slip of paper. Someone inside that bank has seen more than they were supposed to, and now, they've crossed a line no one dares to cross. They know your name, your habits, even the way you sign your initials at the corner of a form. But here's where it gets intense. This isn't just about money anymore. There's a divine twist to this story that even they can't understand. Something huge is waiting for you. The banker who found your address didn't just stumble upon it. They were guided to it, like a thread pulling through time, linking your fate with theirs. It started innocently, a routine check, a review of dormant accounts. But the moment your name appeared, their hands began to tremble. They couldn't explain why, yet they couldn't look away. Every number connected to your account carried a vibration, something unexplainable, something sacred. Your digits weren't just numbers, they resonated with a frequency that whispered destiny. That's when they decided to trace the source, to trace you. They stayed up all night, scrolling through archives, comparing handwriting, checking surveillance footage. Each time your name appeared, a flicker of light glitched on their screen. They didn't know they were stepping into something spiritual, something not meant for mortal eyes. Something huge is waiting for you. The next morning, they printed your details, quietly folded the page, and slipped it into their coat pocket. From that moment, they weren't a banker anymore, they became an instrument of divine timing. What they're bringing isn't just a document. It's a message that was meant to find you no matter where you hide. But here's the twist, you haven't seen this banker before. You'll recognize them not by face, but by energy. When they approach, the air around you will shift. The atmosphere will feel heavier yet sacred, almost like the world is holding its breath for what happens next. Stay with me till the end. Don't move. There's a date linked to your account, a date that keeps repeating in subtle ways, on your phone, your receipts, your dreams. That's not coincidence. That's the countdown. Something huge is waiting for you. They will arrive quietly, near your house, not to confront, but to deliver something wrapped in secrecy. It's not cash, not paper, it's the proof of a spiritual contract written long before this lifetime. The energy inside that envelope will vibrate through your hands. You'll feel warmth, then a soft buzz around your chest. Archangel Michael says, this meeting is not by chance. It's a test of recognition. Heaven placed that banker on your path because you once did something so selfless that it echoed into divine law. Now, the return is arriving, but not in the way you expect. The banker themselves doesn't understand why they're drawn to you. They've begun to dream of a golden light surrounding your name. They wake up at 3:17 a.m., heart racing, seeing your initials flashing across their mind like a signal. They tried to ignore it, but each attempt led to stronger visions. Something huge is waiting for you. Now, that unseen pull has grown too strong to resist. They're on their way, guided by forces they don't even believe in. They think they're following a hunch. But the truth is, heaven has written this scene in the divine archives of destiny. The message must reach you before midnight, or the connection will close for another cycle. And you, my beloved, were never supposed to find out like this. You were supposed to feel it first, a strange calm, a moment of stillness, a sound in the distance that feels familiar. That's the signal. When you sense it, don't be afraid. Step outside, even if it's just for a moment. Because at that exact second, someone will be standing nearby, holding something they can't explain, a file, a small envelope, maybe a folded paper with your name on it. Their hands will tremble slightly, but their eyes will hold recognition. Something huge is waiting for you. This is not a random person. This is a messenger disguised as a banker. They were chosen to unlock what was frozen, a long-lost reward, a record of divine justice. The truth they bring will not only shock you but release you from the burdens you didn't even know were tied to your name. They'll say very little. But when they hand it to you, the world will go silent. The wind will pause. A light will flicker nearby, just once. That's the confirmation. The letter may look simple, but it carries a hidden layer, a vibration of remembrance. When you touch it, memories will resurface, choices from your past life that led to this exact moment. Something huge is waiting for you. Archangel Michael says, stay open tonight. Keep your lights dim, your heart calm, your spirit attentive. Do not let fear distract you. This is not danger. This is revelation. You are about to receive what was always yours, but withheld until now, until this divine convergence. Somewhere in your city, the banker is preparing, glancing at their watch, heart thumping, sensing your energy even before they arrive. They don't know why they care so deeply for someone they've never met. But the reason lies beyond comprehension, it's soul recognition, not coincidence. When they see your home, something inside them will whisper, this is it. They'll stop, take a breath, and walk closer. Something huge is waiting for you. The moment they step near your gate, you might feel a sudden warmth. Your pet might react strangely, sensing a shift. The air might feel electric for a brief moment. That's when the divine exchange begins. The banker will hand over the document, step back, and walk away without saying a word. But that silence will carry the loudest truth you'll ever feel. Inside that silence, your next chapter begins, the one heaven kept hidden until you were strong enough to hold it. My beloved one, breathe slowly and stay with me till the end. What's about to unfold is not fiction, it's a sequence of real energy movements happening around you right now. Every word you're hearing is timed with your heartbeat, aligning your path for what's about to reach your door. Something huge is waiting for you. That banker didn't simply act out of curiosity, something inside their spirit was awakened. For days, they tried to convince themselves that it was only numbers on a screen. But each time they typed your name, the system glitched. The cursor blinked twice, as if a hidden code was alive. They called the tech department, but no one could explain it. The pattern repeated, every time your file opened, a faint shimmer pulsed on the monitor. That was not electricity. That was energy. It was the mark of divine ownership over what the world tried to bury. Archangel Michael says, "Heaven protects those who are unaware of their own value until the right messenger appears." And now, that messenger is standing closer than you think. They are not coming to harm you, they're coming to wake you. Something huge is waiting for you. Last night, the banker received a dream, one they couldn't shake off. In that dream, they saw your face surrounded by blue light, and a voice whispered, "Deliver the proof." When they woke up, they found a note written in their own handwriting, but they had no memory of writing it. The note said, "Tomorrow. At 7:14. Go." They didn't tell anyone at work. They just left early, carrying that same file with your name on it. But this time, the envelope looked different, sealed in gold lining that they swear wasn't there before. Now listen closely. When the banker arrives near your home, there will be a subtle sign. Maybe a car horn at a distance, a flicker in your light bulb, or a sudden hush in the air. You'll feel it in your chest before you see anything. That is the moment destiny enters your timeline. Something huge is waiting for you. Stay with me. The envelope they hold carries more than information, it carries restoration. Inside it lies a record that proves you were wronged, overlooked, or forgotten in some chapter of your life. And heaven decided to balance it. The person delivering it may not even know the weight of what they hold. But when you open it, the energy inside will recognize you instantly. Your palms might tingle. Your heartbeat might change rhythm. That's not fear, it's activation. Archangel Michael says, "You have been under divine observation for months. Every choice, every delay, every heartbreak was aligning you for this moment of correction." The banker is simply the human form chosen to complete a celestial assignment. Something huge is waiting for you. The closer they get to your home, the more strange signs appear around them. Street lights flicker, clocks slow down, phones glitch. Reality bends slightly, as if time itself wants to witness this exchange. The banker feels pressure in their chest, tears in their eyes, without knowing why. They think they're losing control, but in truth, they are fulfilling the highest order of balance. When they finally stand at your gate, they will hesitate. They'll take one last look at the paper in their hands. The numbers on your account, your date of birth, the timestamp, all form a pattern. It spells something sacred, a divine code that matches your soul frequency. Something huge is waiting for you. And as they slip that envelope beneath your door, an invisible energy field will shift. You might feel warmth rush across your face, like a breath from another realm. Don't panic. That's confirmation. The document is not ordinary, it's been blessed. When you pick it up, hold it gently for a few seconds before opening it. You'll feel a pulse, 3 gentle beats. That's the sign of alignment. It means your soul and the message are syncing perfectly. Now, when you unfold it, you may find only a few words. Maybe a number, maybe a phrase. But don't underestimate it. Those words will reveal a hidden truth connected to your lineage, to a promise that was delayed but never denied. Something huge is waiting for you. If you're watching this at night, stay awake for a little while. The window between 11:11 and 11:44 is open right now. That's when energy transmissions are the strongest. If you feel a presence, don't fear, it's not the banker anymore. It's what was guiding them all along, a force of pure protection. You were meant to receive this sign because your spirit has been calling for justice, silently, through your tears and through your patience. Heaven heard. And now, that vibration is manifesting into physical reality. Archangel Michael says, do not run from what belongs to you. Something huge is waiting for you. Now, pause for a moment. Imagine a light covering your home, your family, your space. Feel that sense of calm washing through your heart. That's how you know it's begun. The process has already started. The banker will leave quietly, but their energy will linger for a few hours. You might notice small blessings unfolding right after, unexpected messages, sudden peace, even a familiar scent of jasmine or rain. Each of these is a marker that the transaction between heaven and earth was successful. Don't share this moment yet. Keep it sacred. Let it settle into your spirit first. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved soul, stay calm and stay right here. The next moments hold the part you were never supposed to know, until now. What was written inside that envelope is more than a financial detail, it's a mirror of destiny reflecting everything that was once taken from you. Something huge is waiting for you. The letter begins simply, almost too simply. A name, a reference number, a note saying, final claim pending verification. But behind those few words hides an invisible map. It traces back to something that was promised to your bloodline generations ago, a form of abundance, not just in currency, but in divine credit. The banker, after delivering it, couldn't sleep that night. They kept feeling a pull in their chest, as if they'd left something unfinished. They checked their phone at 2:22 a.m. and saw a message they swear they didn't send. It has reached them. The gate is open. Their heart pounded. They realized this wasn't only a task, it was a calling. Archangel Michael says, every act of truth creates a bridge. That banker became that bridge between your earthly reality and the higher promise written for you. Something huge is waiting for you. When you looked at that paper, even before reading it, something inside you felt warm, like a quiet knowing. You didn't understand it yet, but your spirit did. The handwriting, the signature, the ink, each carries a vibration that resonates with your life's purpose. Then you noticed something odd. The seal at the corner glowed faintly when you held it under light. For a second, it seemed like an illusion, but it wasn't. That glow is the mark of confirmation, energy responding to recognition. Don't scroll. Stay till the end. Hidden within that document is a code. It may look like a random mix of letters and numbers, but when aligned with your date of birth or a past event, it reveals a pattern, a sequence matching sacred timing. That's when you realize this isn't about your bank. It's about the divine account linked to your soul. Something huge is waiting for you. You see, every good deed you've ever done, every prayer you thought went unanswered, has been accumulating in that invisible vault. The banker was guided to awaken it because the season of redemption has arrived. What was withheld is now released, through them, through this act. But there's more. The banker's dream didn't stop. The next night, they saw a blue flame hovering above your home. A voice whispered, "Their light is active now." When they woke up, the same phrase appeared on their bank computer. They were speechless. Something huge is waiting for you. While you were reading that document, far away, the banker's heart felt light. They felt peace. For the first time in years, they smiled. Because they unknowingly completed an ancient transaction, your spirit's restoration. From this moment forward, you will begin to feel unusual alignment. People who owe you will reach out. Messages you've been waiting for will appear. Doors that were locked will open quietly without effort. Archangel Michael says, "You are now visible in realms where you were once hidden." Something huge is waiting for you. You might even notice small signs, a number repeating everywhere you go, like 111 or 777, a feather near your path, a familiar voice calling your name in the distance. Don't dismiss these. Their heaven's way of showing the circuit is complete. The banker, now awakened, has started helping others too. They've realized they're not in finance anymore, they're in restoration. You were the first link, the first soul to activate their transformation. Stay here till the end. In the days that follow, you may sense your intuition sharpening. You'll know what to say, when to pause, whom to trust. That's not luck, that's synchronization. The divine record has synced with your timeline. Something huge is waiting for you. If you ever doubt it, go back to the paper. Look again at the signature at the bottom. You might notice it changing slightly over time, subtle, but real. That's energy in motion. That's proof that this document is alive. When you feel gratitude, that vibration will feed it further. You're no longer waiting for miracles, they're already unfolding. Archangel Michael says, "Be still and receive." Something huge is waiting for you. Now take a breath. Imagine light entering every corner of your home, your heart, your dreams. Whisper softly to yourself, "I accept what is mine in divine timing." This is the moment where the physical meets the spiritual. Your name has been marked as fulfilled. And though the banker may never return, the ripple of what they brought will continue for years, shaping everything that comes next. The file they once held no longer belongs to the bank, it belongs to destiny. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved light, stay with me till the very last word. What's unfolding now is not only a message, it's your confirmation that destiny has arrived in physical form. Every sound around you, every small sign, every sudden calm is part of this unveiling. Something huge is waiting for you. The morning after you read that document, the world felt different, didn't it? The sunlight seemed warmer, the air softer, time slower. That's because your frequency had shifted. When a soul receives what was divinely assigned to it, reality itself adjusts. Somewhere across the city, the banker woke up with tears in their eyes. They couldn't explain why. But deep inside, they knew the mission was complete. The number sequence on their phone, 444, kept flashing, as if heaven itself was saying, "It's done." Archangel Michael says, when truth reaches its rightful owner, balance restores across realms. Something huge is waiting for you. But there's something even deeper the banker never told anyone. Before they found your file, they'd been struggling, lost, disillusioned, almost ready to give up on life. Yet the moment they saw your name, something awakened inside them. It was as though they recognized a soul they once knew in another lifetime. They couldn't explain the comfort, the pull, the sense of sacred duty. Every time they tried to walk away from the task, mysterious things happened. Papers fell off desks, systems froze, dreams repeated. Until one night, they heard a gentle voice saying, "Deliver what belongs to them, and your path will be redeemed too. Something huge is waiting for you." So when they placed that envelope at your door, it wasn't just your miracle, it was theirs. That act freed them from an invisible burden they had carried for years. They fulfilled their purpose, and by doing so, activated yours. Now, as the chain completes, divine justice begins its ripple. You might notice strange alignment over the next 3 days. A message arriving out of nowhere. A person reaching out to make peace. A sudden opportunity that feels too perfect to be coincidence. All of these are connected to that delivery. Something huge is waiting for you. Your soul contract has been reopened. The unseen record that kept your blessings delayed has been signed again by the higher realm. That's why lately you've been feeling an unexplainable peace. It's not imagination, it's recalibration. The banker's role wasn't accidental. They were chosen because of their exact vibration. Only their presence could unlock your dormant energy. Just as a key fits one lock, their frequency matched the gate to your inheritance. Stay with me. Archangel Michael says, some messengers forget who they are until the moment they serve their destined one. That's why this story isn't about money or mystery, it's about memory. A memory your soul carried through lifetimes, waiting for recognition. Something huge is waiting for you. When you next pass by your window at night, you may feel a breeze that carries warmth. That's not the weather, it's confirmation. The universe acknowledging completion. You may even see a faint flicker of light outside, gentle and blue. That's the sign Archangel Michael leaves when a mission is sealed in heaven's record. Now listen closely. The banker will not return in person, but their energy will cross your path once more in a different form, a new connection, a sudden ally, a voice of guidance that appears just when you need it. That's the universe maintaining the bridge that was built that night. Something huge is waiting for you. Your responsibility now is simple: protect your energy, stay humble, and keep your spirit open. The restoration has begun, but its full bloom requires gratitude. When you give thanks, the flow multiplies. The frequency of appreciation becomes the magnet of continued miracles. In the days ahead, you might wake up feeling lighter, freer, more certain. You'll feel guided without knowing how. That's your divine GPS reactivated. Trust it. Every nudge will lead you closer to the life that was once locked away. Something huge is waiting for you. If you ever doubt this story, remember the feeling you had the moment you heard it, the chill, the heartbeat, the strange peace. Feelings are the fingerprints of truth. They never lie. The universe doesn't send coincidences, it sends confirmations. And right now, it's whispering through every beat of your heart, you were never forgotten. You were only being prepared. Archangel Michael says, walk forward with quiet confidence. What you hold now cannot be taken, only multiplied. Something huge is waiting for you. Now, close your eyes. Picture that banker smiling somewhere far away, free, grateful, and glowing with peace. That smile mirrors your own. Because both of you fulfilled what was written before time began, a simple act that restored balance between two souls chosen to cross paths for a divine reason. From this moment on, abundance follows you like a faithful shadow. Opportunities unfold effortlessly. And the same divine current that brought a banker to your address will now bring miracles to your doorstep. Something huge is waiting for you. So, take a breath. Let gratitude fill you. Whisper softly, I receive. You have entered your era of alignment. The proof is already moving toward you, in energy, in form, in manifestation. Your divine record is open. Your name is shining. The messenger has delivered. And heaven is watching, smiling. My beloved child, listen again, because the story did not end when the banker left your doorstep. What you thought was closure was actually the beginning of an unfolding miracle. The divine transaction is still moving through unseen systems of destiny, finalizing what heaven started through that one sacred delivery. Something huge is waiting for you. That envelope wasn't just paper. It was a key, coded in frequency, awakening portals in your timeline. The moment you opened it, invisible ledgers across spiritual realms updated themselves. Every act of kindness you've done, every tear, every moment of patience, was entered as divine credit. You didn't just receive a document, you received acknowledgement. That's why, over the next few days, you'll start to notice strange yet beautiful coincidences. Music lyrics echo your thoughts. Strangers speak the words you've been needing to hear. Lights flicker softly as if the universe itself is blinking at you. Don't ignore them. These are confirmations that the code inside that letter has activated your energy field. Archangel Michael says, once divine proof is received, every obstacle begins to surrender. Something huge is waiting for you. Meanwhile, far away, that banker begins to feel light, lighter than ever. They're no longer burdened by doubts, guilt, or confusion. Something inside them has shifted too. Their dreams are now filled with scenes of light, golden scrolls, and your name surrounded by wings. They realize they were never merely a banker, they were a guardian chosen for your timeline. On the night after the exchange, their phone rang, showing an unlisted number. When they answered, there was no voice, only a soft hum. But that hum carried energy so pure it made them weep. Deep down, they knew it was confirmation that their purpose was fulfilled. Something huge is waiting for you. And for you, my beloved, the signs continue. You may feel tingling sensations around your hands, or a warm pulse between your shoulders. That's not your imagination. That's energy settling into its rightful flow. Every cell in your body is now realigning with your higher purpose. Don't skip this moment. Stay here with me. The banker's visit opened a spiritual portal above your home, a gateway of abundance and divine protection. You may notice an increase in synchronicity, unexpected money, forgotten opportunities resurfacing, or people expressing sudden kindness. These are threads woven from that same event. Something huge is waiting for you. In the days ahead, your intuition will heighten. Thoughts will come like whispers, gentle but clear. Follow them. They're not random ideas, they're instructions written by your soul before you even arrived in this lifetime. Archangel Michael says, "You are now operating in divine time, not human time. Something huge is waiting for you." But remember, don't speak too soon about what happened. Silence preserves energy. If you tell too many people, their disbelief could cloud the vibration of your miracle. Keep it sacred for a while. Write your feelings down, bless the letter, and store it somewhere private. It is no longer a document, it's a talisman. Far away, the banker keeps a copy too. They hold it close to their heart, not out of greed but gratitude. They understand that by helping you, they redeem themselves. Their life, once ordinary, is now wrapped in purpose. Every night they whisper, "Thank you," without even knowing why tears fall when they say it. Something huge is waiting for you. Meanwhile, your days begin to feel more effortless. Tasks that once drained you now flow easily. Conversations go smoother. Even sleep feels deeper. That's alignment in motion. You're no longer fighting the current, you are the current. Archangel Michael says, when the rightful keyholder awakens, all locks remember their owner. Something huge is waiting for you. Now picture the scene from above. Two souls, one who carried the message, one who received it, both shining, connected by an invisible beam of light. The higher realms are watching, satisfied. What was once fragmented has now been made whole. Your file, your name, your vibration, everything has been transferred from human systems into heavenly record. Nothing can erase it. Something huge is waiting for you. In the coming week, you might experience one more encounter, a person with calm eyes, gentle words, and an aura that feels strangely familiar. They may offer help, advice, or even a gift. Accept it graciously. That will be your confirmation that the loop has closed perfectly. This isn't coincidence. It's divine sequencing. The universe doesn't make mistakes, it makes appointments. Archangel Michael says, the one who received must now become the one who delivers. Something huge is waiting for you. Because now, beloved, you are the new messenger. The blessing that reached you was never meant to stop at your doorstep. It's meant to flow through you, to others, to every space your voice touches. You carry the same vibration that once guided the banker to your door. When you speak light, you multiply it. When you share kindness, you expand the circuit of miracles. You are no longer waiting for signs, you are the sign. Something huge is waiting for you. As you step forward, walk with quiet authority. Don't rush. Don't doubt. Just listen for the gentle confirmations, the same ones that guided the banker, repeating numbers, flickers of light, warmth in the air. Each one is the universe whispering, continue. And as you do, every locked blessing still waiting in your lineage will open in its own time. The divine sequence has begun, and you are at its center.